Hello and welcome to Market Wrap with Raja. Today is the 10th of January 2021 and the bulls are not giving up. They are continuing to say what I mentioned in the title. Keep calm and carry on, right? This is the jargon which was formed in 1939 by the British government and it was a motivational poster and that actually created a series of memes and a series of t-shirts and it has given a lot of cues to everyone. And from here I'm taking a cue and I'm saying that right now bears ka kaam tamam ho gaya hai, and the way the SGX is poised right now, we can be rest assured that we are going to witness yet another gap up open. लेकिन ये gap up opening के जो पहले जो हमारा excitement है और जिस तरह मार्केट काम कर रहा है उससे एक बात साफ जाहिर है कि मार्केट में अभी भी people are wanting to go short. Well, thanks to those people, market continues to go up because people are feeling that the market has risen enough. Please remember, we are just followers of the market, and all you got to do is pick up the ball and run. That's what you got to do in all the videos. All you got to do is follow me on my YouTube channel, follow me on my Instagram handle, and we are continuing to show how the market trends are flowing, how the market trends are going to emerge, and what you really need to be doing to get on the right side of the trend. So this is what I'm sharing in all my videos. And if you're watching my videos for the first time, I would like you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and also at the end of the video, you will see that what's looking good may not be as good as you expect. All right, so hang on till the end. I have a surprise chart for you, and you are definitely going to have a very good insight into that particular moment. Before that, let's try and find out what really happened. If you take from the last week's market action, metals were one of the strongest performers, IT was one of the strongest performers, and the surprise in the pack was the auto sector. So the auto sector also performed well with the auto numbers coming on the positive side. So you can see that there is a lot of cheer. But then the sector which did not show some continued upward traction was the bank nifty. So I'm going to be also speaking about bank nifty as to what's really is happening and whether there is a small hope for the bears who are in tears right now. Let's go and take a look at that and find out कि whether bears को एक उम्मीद है और क्या वो उम्मीद एक चिंगारी बन सकती है. All right, so that's what we're going to look at, and we are also going to see why the concentration of the option position has been continuing to shift up. Right now, we are seeing that the bank nifty is standing at 31,500 as the maximum pain point. Nifty has been upgraded to 14,000. So yes, we have come to a very important zone. The movement is definitely positive, and it's encouraging us to go out there and play the trend. All right, so let's go right in and find out what do we have on the charts and how can we take benefit of this market action. Let's go right in and see what we have on the charts. Let me just share the screen with you right now. As I'm sharing the screen with you, you can see that the Nifty has been chugging along, and we have been speaking about the continued upward traction in Nifty. And once Nifty crossed the 12,000 mark, you can see here that around 12,000 area, there was quite a bit of hesitation for so many months spread across. And then when that move happened somewhere in November, the move has been steadfast. ये जो स्टेडी अपवर्ड ड्राइव जो है अब एक अच्छी मुकाम पर आकर एक हेजिटेशन दिखाई हमें. लेकिन आफ्टर दिसंबर, द लास्ट वीक ऑफ दिसंबर वी सॉ अ गुड अपवर्ड पुश बियॉन्ड दिस जोन. 13,800 जब निफ्टी ने क्रॉस कर पाई, तो द मूवमेंट विच वी आर सीइंग राइट नाउ इज अ स्टेडफास्ट बुलिश अप्रोच, एंड यू कैन सी दैट देयर इज नो लेट अप इन मोमेंटम. तो अब जो आप देख रहे हैं, आई हैव यूज्ड द कांसेप्ट ऑफ फिबोनाची एक्सटेंशन, and you can see here that right now, based on this 2 point extension, you can see that the targets are emerging somewhere around 15,500. So Nifty has got a potential of 15,500 over the next few months. All right. So I'm not talking about 15,500 in the next few days. I'm talking about the next few months. The potential is very much there. And looking at the kind of trend which is in play, well, we could experience a pullback. So जो pullback की levels है, it is close to around 14,000, 14,100, and that's why I feel that the Nifty is in a much better position. So now if you take a help of Neo Trader, okay, and let's try and find out what are the levels which we can look at in Neo Trader. And when you take a look at Neo Trader, you will see that these are the levels which is for intraday, multi-day, and positional. Positional is for the month, but then the way Nifty is behaving right now, it has already managed to cover a major ground. So what are you seeing here right now is that currently Nifty is at 14,370, and this level R1 becomes an important level to cross. So once it is able to exceed R1, you can expect the move to last till 14,600, where 14,600 and 634 has got the weekly R3. So expected potential for this move could be towards 14,600 to 630 for the coming week. And now, considering the way the markets are poised, there could be some pullbacks. So what are the pullback levels which we can watch out for? You can look out here. There is this S1. What is S1? S1 is a support zone where you can look to buy into the stock. Now, stock index. So you can see here, because of the pace of the move, the confluence zones also will be a little bit far away. So if you take a look here, 14,191 है यहाँ पे है 14,221. So you are having a confluence zone out here, which is close to a nice pullback zone. And looking at the way the markets are poised, you are looking at definitely a very decent pullback emerging. Now, if the pullback is much faster, you will have zones around 14,000, which is the S3 for the intraday. But then this is for tomorrow, so it's very unlikely that you will experience a pullback there. But then you are having right now a confluence zone at 14,000 as well, between 40 S3 of your intraday combining with your S2 of the multi-day. So you can see here right now we are not having much confluence zones on the downside. So the least pullback you can expect is to the pivot. So because of the intraday nature of the market, you have seen that the last week there has been a regular pullback emerging in the second half of the day. So I am not ruling out a pullback, and the reason for that is my observations on Bank Nifty, right? So all of us have been speaking about Bank Nifty, but then last week, if you notice, there has not been much strong participation either from the Bank Nifty or from the financial services. Specific stock from the financial services have actually moved, and that's why you will see that many of the sectors which moved in the last week, the banking NBFC were not amongst them, and the primary reason for that is that they have come into this area. Can you all see this area? You can see here that this is an area where it had experienced some resistance, and right now on the higher time frame charts you can see that the prices have come into this resistance zone. अब इस रेजिस्टेंस जोन में आकर अगर और तेजी से आगे बढ़ना है, so you will definitely need some triggers which can help push beyond this zone. So right now what is happening, it has come into this zone, it is trying to go beyond this zone, but then we got to see whether the turn of events can emerge and you could experience some profit booking here. There is no sign of profit booking, and what we have to do is we have to wait for a good clearance above this zone. So when I'm talking about this zone, I'm saying a level above 33,000. If it begins to move above 33,000, then all the bearish pressure, जो भी यहाँ पे sell करने की सोच रहे हैं, who are trying to go short, they would be consumed, they would be absorbed, and then it would spur a new trend. देखिए अगर मैं इसे डेली चार्ट पर कर दूं, you will see that around this zone there is some hesitation. You can see a lot of small body candles which are showing hesitation at higher levels. So previous highs and monthly highs या weekly highs जो है वो काफी मायने रखता है, and उसकी वजह से right now there is a hesitation in Bank Nifty. We got to see whether this will translate into a correction or it could continue to go further. So the dips in Bank Nifty is to the region of around 31,500 is what you can look at. So let's go to stock analyzer in NeoTrader and find out what do we have in store. So if you see here right now at this moment, your bank nifty has not crossed R1. Once it crosses R1, it will begin to show some promise of going up. So you can see here right now, once it crosses R1, it has got room till R3 for an intraday movement. So if you're expecting a gap up open, it has to sustain for the first half an hour about 32,250. So that's where the doors open to the higher side. Now let's see, considering a pullback scenario. So if there is a pullback scenario, then it could travel all the way to the downside. Now I spoke about 31,500. Above 31,500, I am finding a confluence zone at 31,760, which is tying up close with the multi-day. So if there is a pullback in Bank Nifty towards this region, 31,700 to 800, it would not be a bad idea to initiate some long with a stop loss below 31,500, because that is also your R4 and that is also a maximum pain point. So it would not be a it would not be a bad idea, because I find that if a pullback emerges in Bank Nifty, that is a better ploy to trade Bank Nifty rather than a breakout, because Bank Nifty is right now at a resistance zone. So this is what is my take on Bank Nifty. Now let's move to the index which I had spoken about. I had spoken to you about the index which is in demand, which is very popular, and that's the IT index. IT is doing very, very well. TCS came out with flying numbers. We have got Infi, we have got Wipro. Every IT stock is doing its best and they are putting on its best display. But what we have to see is what is happening to the IT index as a whole. And this is what I saw when I put up the IT index. You can see here right now the IT index is flying high, a nice long body candle which is seen right now. And if I were to use the concept of Fibonacci retracement, I can see that right now the IT index itself, okay, the IT index is heading to a very strong move to the upside. You can see that right now the immediate resistance which is looming around the corner is the 2.618 Fibonacci resistance zone. So right now, IT index is going to enter a resistance zone. Yes, while everything looks good, we also have to take care that at this point, whether can we experience some profit booking. If you are already holding some position, it's advisable to book some profit, because as the results unfold, you will definitely see the spur here and look to buy on pullbacks. So if you take a look at all the indices that I have shared, it clearly gives you a picture that while IT and Bank Nifty are trading into resistance, the Nifty is clearly ahead of the resistance. So while it's a 1:2 ratio, indices need support, and right now the indices are definitely showing some imbalance. So I would be looking at some pullbacks to enter into the market. Definitely it's not a market to go short, but it's definitely a market to increase the level of caution. This is what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you like what I shared, and I hope you also would be able to act based on what I've said. If you like what I've shared and if you're in sync with what I've said, do like, comment, and subscribe to this video, because your love and support is what brings me back and makes me share different styles of analysis, different areas of analysis, and different points where you could take action and you could profit from it. Thank you for watching this video. This is Raja Venkatraman signing off. I'm the co-founder of NeoTrader and also a trading influencer. Been in the market for more than 15 years, happily married with a loving wife and an energetic son who keeps me on the run just like the markets. Thank you. Stay safe, stay healthy.